Hello, I'm Phil Curtis, Secretary of the Sunderland Antiquarian Society, and welcome to our Heritage Centre. The Society was formed in 1900 by the bourgeoisie of the town, the architects, solicitors and accountants, with the view to gathering archives of the history and heritage of Sunderland. And that's carried on for the last 121 years, so much so that the archives that we have amassed are vast. And now we have the Heritage Centre here, 9 rooms on 3 floors, packed with the archives of Sunderland. The Society has grown through that century, and now we have well over 1,000 members. I believe we're the second largest in Britain, second only to London, who of course have the advantage of having the patronage of the royal family. We live in hope. Our entrance lobby has a number of interesting archives here. It is dominated by this large clock, which stood in the north end of the railway station in High Street, long gone of course. Also here in the display cabinet is a very old Bible. It is an 18th century Bible. It was owned by Henry Rudd, and it was borrowed by Roland Burden in 1793, when Roland Burden led a parade to lay the foundation stone of the first ever Weymouth Bridge, and this Bible was read from that day by Roland Burden. We also have the Echo Boy here, down here, which is famous in the town. It stood in the Echo for many, many years. Also in the lobby is the plaque for the opening of the Crotery Leisure Centre, another building which is sadly no longer with us. We have the opening of Sunderland High School at Langham Tower. Another addition is the illuminated sign from the Rolls-Royce factory at Leachmere Estate, which closed recently. Rolls-Royce donated all their archives to the Society on closure. Here we are in the Society's Echo room, and in this room we have hard copies of the Sunderland Echo right from the 1870s right through to the 1970s. A century of echoes are here. This room is very, very popular with members and the public who come here to do research or just to read an account of perhaps an old football match or their birth. It is very, very popular. Also in this room we have hard copy photographs, files and files of photographs which members can access again for research purposes. Computers are there to go and look at digitized photographs of the Society's collection of almost 1 million images. We also hold all the photographs of the Sunderland Echo here in this building. This is the Society's refreshment room, where visitors, the public, can come along and members and have a cup of coffee during their visit here and enjoy some of the exhibits that we have as well. This is the plan of Sunderland that was drawn up by John Raine in the 1790s, showing every building that existed in the south side of Sunderland. It's 8 foot long and it's a remarkable plan. Also in this room we have various billheads, including a rarity one here to my right from the Sunderland Stadium, Boxing Stadium from 1928, showing one of Sunderland's notables, the great fighter Jack Casey. Also around the room can be seen various billheads from the Sunderland Empire. We have the rigging plan of the Torrens on the wall there, and we also have the mannequin across there from Notriani's in the original Notriani uniform from Notriani's ice cream parlour down at Seaburn, and that was donated by the Notriani family. A great attraction in the refreshment room, while visitors are enjoying their coffee, they can watch images of the old town, which we portrayed on our large television screen on the wall behind me here. So you've got your coffee and you've got your nostalgia all together. On our first floor landing we have a very interesting item. It's the destination board that was on the final tram that ran in Sunderland in October 1954. On another landing is an exhibition from the old Sunderland Borough Police Force, and it includes old uniforms, old helmets. There's an image of one of the early constables, George Madison, from the 1860s, and of course a great exhibition of truncheons here up on the wall.
It's totally free to subscribe to our channel, and we'll let you know when there's a new video to watch. The subscribe button is below the video, next to the like, share and comment icons. The link to our Facebook site is in the top comment right next to our link to explore the Sunderland Antiquarians website.